On our way back from the hotel, you could literally just see a whole cloud of smoke. It was horrible. We got really lucky because we were in Lindos the day before, but we were talking to people after, literally 2 hours after we left, they were covered in ash, just sat on their own like balconies, looking over at the pool. They'd be covered in ash. And like the moon was like red and everything. It was horrible. We weren't allowed to go back to a hotel last night because the military had just taken over all the roads. They were moving people. They were basically doing the best they could, but for a lot of holiday goers, they shouldn't be allowed to go back to the country. They shouldn't be letting people go in at this point now.
I wasn't concerned for my safety, but I'll be concerned for the younger children or like the older people. Obviously, people come from beaches that have nothing else. They've just come with like bikinis and the shorts, and just come to the airport because that's all they can do.
You could see the smoke coming over, and then the ash was dropping down, and we still smell smoke. It's just been horrendous.
I think in regards to the fires itself, not a lot by the island itself was made of it. So, as Heather just mentioned before, the smoke was getting thicker yesterday. Ash was starting to fall and be blown across the area where we were. And no one or anybody seemed to be really too concerned about it. When a couple came to our hotel yesterday, said, yeah, they're probably about 5 minutes away. And then when our transfer didn't turn up, and then there's checkpoints all the way down the road, and you're thinking, I don't know where I am. How am I going to get to where are we going to get there? There was a road accident there as well. It was chaos, to be fair.
The only thing we saw from authorities when they were doing roadblocks and allowing coaches through on the main roads. So But other than that, no. The hotel just kept saying it were going to be all right, and no one said anything.
Close up, it looked like hell on earth, to be honest. You know, there's a lot of fire, but I just hope everybody's okay.
You were all right in your resort?
Yeah, it was fine. A lot of people came to our hotel, didn't they, from Lindos?
It was really bad. We got out on Saturday night and it was carnage at the airport, and then we got put in a evacuation centre in Rhodes Island, and then no real kind of idea what was going on. Do we need to go?
No, that's fine.
Oh, yeah. So it was just carnage, but at least we weren't actually near the worst bits. It was pretty terrible though.
We didn't in particular. We stayed in a Fandu, but we had a lot of sort of people from different hotels come and be put into our hotel basically. So
your hotel became an evacuation centre?
Basically, yes, yeah. So I think one night we had about 4 or 5 different families. I think we got to a point where I think we had 8 individuals in one room, with a double bed and a single bed. But yeah, I think when we left today, when we looked from a Fandu, which is a bit further north, we could see the smoke. So I think the wind started to change a little bit and go further north, from what we can gather. But apart from that, we were fine, and we was on a scheduled flight and left where we needed to today, really.
Heard of the news that we might possibly need to evacuate after the smoke had been travelling over our pool for quite some time at the Princess Sun Hotel, and it was just getting worse and worse, and we started to hear the helicopters, and then basically you could see the fire eventually on the mountaintop. Panic, everyone dashing about, fleeing for buses, and you know, luckily we were able to get a bus. We've got elderly parents and you know, a child that, you know, the hotel was literally crowded full of people. As soon as they said there's buses to the airport, we were right, that's it, you know, and it was chaos, absolutely. The surges towards, you know, the 2 or 3 buses that arrived, and everyone screaming and shouting and crying because people couldn't even get on their flights yesterday and were desperate to get home.
Well, we have not been evacuated, but we said that when we see smoke and when we can smell the smoke, we will evacuate ourselves. So yeah, we're just being safe, because I don't know how many tourists there are in Faliraki, but evacuating that area, it's gonna be impossible. It's just so many huge hotels lined up. I'll try to find a flight, but it's fully booked, everything. So we don't know yet. There are no hotels in Rhodes city. There are no flights out of here. I don't know yet.
Plan B is coming home to Denmark again, go down home to 15 degrees and everything safe in Denmark is a very good place to be. We love Denmark. We love Denmark. Everything safe. We love to pay tax. So everything is okay.
See smoke, and then basically the smoke seemed to be getting worse, and we came back from the beach yesterday. We went down in the morning, and luckily we came back, and when we got back we were in the pool at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We could see flames coming over the top of the forest in Rhodes, and then a police car turned up, sirens going, the police jumped out, and they basically shouted at the hotel owner to get everybody out, get everybody evacuated. And so we all had a chance to just pack a bag each, and then basically they said we've got buses, and we're going to evacuate you to Lindos, into another TUI hotel in Lindos. And so we got our bags, we were helped by local Greek people, and we jumped on the bus. It was quite scary when, so we saw the flames coming over the top, because we'd seen the smoke for a few days, and we were told by the hotel manager, it's okay, don't worry. And then when we saw the flames coming over the top, we were all a little bit worried. There was more ash coming down. And then we were told by the police to evacuate. We went and packed a bag. When we came back, the fire was halfway down the hill, and so we were worried, and we were keen to get on the bus and get away. It was a dangerous situation, but I know there's some people here that had a much worse situation. They were evacuated very, very late, and there was people that were fleeing with just a few belongings, and as they were leaving the hotel and going away, the oil tank blew up and the hotel was flattened basically.
So basically we got back to our hotel room last night, and we had the emergency alert to say we had to leave Pefkos, basically flee Pefkos, go down to the beach, and we were told that coaches would be coming to pick us up sort of 20-30 minutes. We didn't collect it till around like 3:30 in the morning, so we were sat waiting on the beach for like over 3 hours. Obviously extreme heat conditions, very, very warm obviously, and then we got picked up, taken to a school last night, into a I think it was like high school, secondary school. I mean the volunteers have been absolutely amazing. All the supplies they brought are just outstanding. It is horrendous. It was absolutely, I've never been so scared in my entire life. I mean, especially when we went running down to the beach. One of the locals who was there had basically told us that we needed to get away from the corner of the situation of obviously where we are in Pefkos, and she told us that we were all going to be doomed. So that put fear into me, and then obviously into my daughter as well. She's 15, so she was scared. So yeah, it has been an absolutely terrifying experience. I'm not going to lie. It's just nice. Obviously, we are safe here now at the moment.
Got to Bournemouth yesterday, We're supposed to take off at 2:35 in the afternoon. There was an hour delay because of the fire over here, and then after the hour we took off. And then when we landed here last night, all the hotels were evacuated. So they must have known that our hotel and everybody else's hotel we wouldn't be able to go into it. So I don't understand why they still flew us over. Why didn't they say wildfires? You can't come over. And then this is where we come to here. This is our hotel. Been here since midnight last night. So this is it.
What do you want? One. Yes. And one for you? Yes. Just one? Yes, spaghetti with red sauce.
They knew about the fire from Tuesday. The fire started Tuesday, okay, last Tuesday. Wednesday, the clouds were coming, and hotel people were saying it'll be okay. It's no panic, no panic. And while I think people understand you don't want to panic people unnecessarily, but when the thing's getting bigger and bigger, then Thursday and Friday. And I thought, I'm packing my case to get ready because this is only going one way. And the people behind the reception, they're very polite, very pleasant. There's no need to worry, everything's under control. We'll let you know if there's a change in. And then, without any warning, I'm packing my stuff in my room because I'm not believing this. Then the alarm bell, and I'm chucking everything in. And then the real fun began. The Labranda Marula, where I stayed, is a hotel for 800 people. There wasn't enough coaches to move 800 people, but the fire was coming, the smoke was coming. So we all set off on foot. I walked 12 miles in this heat yesterday. It took me 4 hours, along with 700 or 800 other people. We were told to go to the beach because there'll be boats coming. This happened 4 times, and then they moved us off the beach. Carry on walking, keep moving away, keep moving away. Back on the beach, keep moving away, 4 times. That was a 4-hour trek over about 12 miles, which is a lot in this heat.